This is TWiT.
A laptop ban. This actually hit me because I was flying back from Malta on when did I get back here? On Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, I got back over the weekend. And Delta actually had me check my laptop into my bag because they were afraid that a travel ban was going to take place while I was en route because it was a 31-hour trip.
Oh, wow.
And I transferred twice, and they were like, well, if it happens and you hit the United States, they're not going to let you carry your laptop through. This is something that DHS will be doing. They're not exactly sure when they're going to institute it, but they're going to be banning laptops in the cabins of all airlines going from Europe to the United States. Previously, they had banned it just from a certain number of countries. Now it will be any European flight, you will not be allowed to carry a laptop in the cabin. You got to put it in your check-in luggage.
Does it cover tablets as well?
Not yet.
What about 2-in-1s?
Or what about really large tablets? Or what about this, which is about the size of a tablet?
It doesn't make any sense. There's literally, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Because what is the they're not going to tell us what the problem is, but what is the whatever security issue they're concerned of is, could it be an explosive? If you have gone that far to make a computer into an explosive, it's going to take you 5 extra minutes to trigger that with your cell phone that's in your pocket in the cabin.
Unless you have a Note 7.
Yeah.
Then you've got 2 bombs in one.
Too easy. All right, no, okay. Now, this was brought about by intelligence that they did receive that terrorists were modifying laptops to act as an explosive device. In fact, an Airbus 320 last year had to make an emergency landing after one of these was set off, and it actually blew a decent-sized hole through the fuselage. Was able to land, but that spooked a lot of people because they knew that they were trying to do it, and they had finally figured it out. They're not releasing any of the technical details, but from what I was able to hear on the darker side of the internet was it's a combination of a binary explosive and actually using the lithium-ion battery that's in the battery because they've realized there's a lot of chemical energy in there, and if you can have a big enough runaway reaction, it's very energetic, right? It does actually explode, especially if you combine it with the binary reagent.
So this is not security theater then?
This is not security theater. This is actually so, but it kind of still is.
But the shoe thing is still, because remember that guy did something with his shoe once? That one time he was trying to light up a bomb that was in his shoe. So now we all have to take our shoes off. So the fact that okay, well, you can't take laptops on your computer. You think the terrorists are still like, well, let's keep doing that laptop thing.
There's actually a whole
I know they're putting them down here. Let's keep putting that laptop thing.
Well, there's an XKCD comic about a man arguing with a TSA agent at the gate because the TSA agent wouldn't let him bring his bottle of water, and he was trying to win the argument by saying, "But my laptop has way more explosive potential than that bottle of liquid."
Don't make that argument inside the airport.
No,
kids.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, do not.
Yeah.
Do
you
not.
Stay in the airport for a long period of time.
But I want to go with what you were saying. Where do you stop? Because the problem isn't the laptop. There it is. The problem is the lithium-ion battery. And that lithium-ion technology exists in your phone, it exists in your watch, it exists in your tablet, it exists in any mobile device.
You're not allowed to check battery packs. I travel with a lot of battery packs because I'm always out in the middle of nowhere in a car or whatever. And so I need to be able to charge things all the time. So I can't check these bricks. So I bring them on the plane, I stick them into this thing. There's nothing that would stop someone from doing the same thing with a brick.
Yeah. And that's by design because they've actually had, in 2016, there were 33 incidents of fire. This was not malicious. This was just devices catching on fire. It happens. You pinch a lithium poly pack the wrong way, you expose it to oxygen, and suddenly it's a runaway pack. And what the FAA is worried about is that the traditional fire suppressant technology that planes carry do not work against lithium-ion packs. A water extinguisher or a halon extinguisher will not extinguish the flame. And it's not the flame that will affect you, it's all the smoke that it's going to release into the cabin. If it's in the cargo hold, there's no way to get to it.
So
we should just not have electronics anymore?
No, I mean, I don't like that idea.
I'm totally fine with that. You know what? Let's go back to being Amish.
Okay, you're not that old, Robbie.
That's fine.
You're almost halfway there. I mean, is there any middle ground here that's functional and safe that allows us to still have entertainment on planes? I read mostly analog, so I don't really care too much.
I sleep.
Well, that becomes the irony too, right? Is that more and more the airlines are moving away from putting in-flight entertainment, and putting in screens and TV, right. In the planes, and being like, oh no, just use your iPad. just use your tablet and sign onto our app on our network and use, access your server that way. Like that's literally becoming one of the ways that they're trying to cut money, on in-flight entertainment things. So there's like a certain amount of like business pressure versus like security theater, or maybe not security theater, maybe valid concerns like are going to be kind of pushing up against one another if they do start to ban more and more types of devices from being carried on, because then it's like literally like, what are people going to do?
All right.
Yeah, and it doesn't make, again, it doesn't make any sense, because now you've told everybody, hey, we're not going to let these on anymore. And again, if you're the kind of person who's already created an explosive out of a computer, you're going to be able to trigger it with this.